Welcome to this Pedagogy Premiere digital tip video. There are 4 interactive elements that we can use within Smart Notebook. We have a clock, a timer, dice and a spinner. Let's see how we can add these in. If I click the new page and then the gallery, I'm going to search for clock. You'll see one of the options is interactive and multimedia, and I can click on and drag that onto my page. The clock will show the live time, so I can use this to support my teaching and have it open on any of my Smart Notebook files. If I click onto the clock and the cogwheel, you can see that I can change how my clock looks. I can decide if I want to see just a digital clock, or maybe I'd like to have both. I can hide the seconds, and I can decide whether I want to see a 24-hour clock or a 12-hour clock. When finished, click the cogwheel, and now you can use this. Let's add a timer now onto our Smart Notebook page. I'm going to search for timer and look in the interactive and multimedia. So I'm going to drag that across. I'm going to click the cogwheel, and we have a few options here. I can decide whether I want it to be a countdown or a count up, if I want it to do something when it gets to the end of that timer, if I would like it to make a sound, and what shape I would like it. And I can also change the colour. When you're happy with that, click the cogwheel, and you can use the arrows to change how long you want your timer to be on for, and when ready, press the play button. Again, another useful tool to support your teaching, and a great thing to have open on your computer ready for whenever you need a timer. Let's add in some dice now. So I'm going to search for dice, and in our interactive and multimedia we can just drag that across. I'm going to drag a couple of these across. And as they are, I can just use them like a normal 6-sided die. Great to support any of my numeracy teaching. As well as being a normal 6-sided die, I can also change how it looks. If I click on the cogwheel, you can see we've got some settings here. I can decide if I want it to be the traditional die, or maybe we could add in some text. It could be simply letters, like shown here in the example, or it could be words. I'm going to put in some CVC words. And if I click the cogwheel, you can see I've now got a dice with CVC words on. The other option is custom, and for this one we can drag different images onto the dice. So I'm going to search for some fruit. I'm going to use the gallery, and I can just simply drag across the pictures, hold it above each part of the dice, and I'll insert it in. I could use the dice to make up my own silly sentences. You can see I've got pictures, words, and pictures again. What silly sentence would you make with these pictures and words here? Our last interactive element is a spinner. So if I search for spinner in the gallery, and I can drag that across. I can click on and it will choose a random segment for me. If I click the cogwheel, I can add segments, and I can add in text onto each part as well. So I could add in some animals here, and I could use this to choose different words, maybe numbers, or even groups or learners within your class. So our interactive elements were a clock, a timer, dice and a spinner. How are you going to use these in your teaching?
Thank you for watching.